Take 4. Hey guys, how you doing? Give a loser here. No, I did not edit out the take 4. I wanted you to know because I'm really stressed of doing this video. I haven't done a video lesson, a guitar lesson for some time now, and I apologize for that. Some of you might know that guitar playing is not my full-time job, nor is teaching guitar. I'm actually a self-taught guitarist. My full-time job is a Latin dance teacher. I dance salsa, I teach salsa, also bachata, kizomba, pachanga. If you like, I also have a YouTube channel on that. And since 2007, I've been uploading guitar videos of me learning new techniques. And some of them I could not learn correctly in a good way because I have a small disability on my right hand where I can't completely move it. That wasn't really a good thing for my dancing career, but it wasn't either a good thing at all, especially in dance. You can cover that most of the times, but on guitar, some techniques, sorry, we've got some fireworks going, but some techniques are impossible if you cannot twist your hand in a specific way. So I found out my own ways to produce the same sound result, and they were successful. Some were more difficult to learn, some were more easy, but the result is what counts in this way of playing anyway. So I've been trying that since 2007. Now I've posted a few of me playing some of my pieces and some of other pieces that I like, but guitar lesson videos for some time, so I apologize again. Now, before I keep on chatting, I can chat all night. Let's move on to the 3 main things I want to talk about in the guitar playing. You could be a beginner, intermediate level, advanced player level. It really doesn't matter because there are some things that I've noticed, some out there people do not realize that they exist, and maybe one of them or maybe just a few of them. Let's start off with a very basic thing. Again, I'm not going to teach a song, I'm not going to teach a technique per se. I'm just going to show you a way that you can find infinite ways to express the pieces you already know or you will learn. Yeah, it's like not giving you a fish to eat now, but teaching you how to fish so you can eat forever. I know it sounds corny, but it's true. Let's start off playing an E major chord, and then let's go for an A major chord. Alright, again, this is not a specific song, it's just 2 chords that we usually use for blues. And yes, I use only 1 finger to bar all 3 there. You can use a regular way, it doesn't matter. I like having more fingers free when I do stuff like that. So let's start seeing what I call the yin and the yang. The guitar has the yin, which is the bass, and the treble. The treble is sharp, is brighter, and it makes a whole lot of difference. So if I was taught as a beginner, I would be taught to go up and down either with pick or your thumb, or only the index. I like using it as a pick, my index, or the back of the nails. Okay, just little different techniques, but not the point of the lesson. And moving up and down and trying to hit all 6 strings. But we have actually the basses. We can play only lower on the treble. Yes, so, and we're not finished there. We can play somewhere in the middle. Yes, and again, we're not finished there. We can play on the accents on top on the bass. Treble the accents and change all that in between. So just knowing one of these 3 things that we're learning today is giving you an endless amount of possibilities. So many different strumming techniques that you could be playing, and thinking that maybe when there is an accent coming I should go more on the bass, top 3 strings of my guitar. Or maybe I want to stay brighter and go down there, and I'm still in the same chord. or maybe somewhere in the middle, or maybe all of them, which that really fits when you want to finish something. You try to apply a more range of all 6 strings. So it might sound very simple and very basic, but if you put them into all the strumming techniques you know, and you figure out where you want to hit the bass, the middle, or the treble, will really change the texture of your guitar playing. Alright? Now, let's go for the second one. I hope I explained the first one nicely, guys. It really will make a difference. The second one, I like to hold a G chord for this example, an E minor, a C, and a D7. Now, you guys can find this on Google as well. I don't know if you know, you can just type D7 guitar chord on the Google images, and you will see many hands holding guitar fretboard showing you the chords. Now, remember these chords because I want to pass through them. Usually in a beginner, again, they will teach you to keep your hand over the sound hole. Yeah? That's fine, but not all songs are played there. There's actually styles that are played only back here or in front here. In classical, you can have a harp, what I call it, the regular guitar, or the bright steel guitar. Now, in an electric guitar, you really don't have these effects, but most probably you're an acoustic player in order to watch this video. The thumbnail has an acoustic guitar. And again, what is the second effect? Where we play the 3 main positions. Over the sound hole, but not only there, back towards the bridge and forward as a harp. So if I start playing, for example, now, I'm just going to play a basic middle bass and tremble. I'm not going to make it complicated. And I'm just going to play in front of the sound hole. A very subtle different now. Now I'm going to come to the harp place where I call it. If you hit too hard, you will start muffling the sound. So again, this is just for example, it's not something to learn to play. Now let me move back here where it sounds more as a steel guitar, as I like to say, or a steel sound. Yeah, so imagine now we can connect the first one with the second one. We can hit the bass and then hit the tremble on the roll. Or we can hit the bass but in the back. Now you've seen that D7 because the basses you're not really pressing any bass. The most logical sound would be just the D bass right here, the bottom bass. So I went more lower on the strings. So this is a beautiful way of controlling your bass, your middle, your treble, along with what kind of sound are you looking for. You can do that when you're soloing as well. Here you also get a little bit of a percussion effect sometimes, yeah? Again, how much power you're putting in, either a pick or a finger, doesn't make a difference. It just makes a difference of really controlling the bass, the middle, down, forward, back. Alright? I hope that's not confusing because we have one last thing left. Oh, sorry, one more thing about the second one. These are basic 3 positions that you can have different sounds. In between, there are subtler, I don't know if that's a word, subtler, sounds, more subtle differences where you can apply also this one. You can move forward and back between the 3 points or just stay within the 3 points. Alright, so again, you can express a piece by playing it exactly the same as it's written down, but applying some differences of these 2 main stylings. And the third one is the most powerful one, and I think the most difficult one to explain. I'll try to explain it like, what's the softest way you can play guitar? Or picking, let's say. Here I'm going to get an E minor and an A minor 7. It's got a nice sound to it. Now, this would be my softer sound. Because softer, maybe I would choose also the harp. I wouldn't choose the hard one, yeah? But again, I'm going back to the second lesson. So imagine again your softest touch to produce sound. Then imagine your hardest one. But try your hardest one without doing this. Try not to muffle the strings. Alright, so not your hardest crazy one, your hardest which is still musical. And your softer one where you can hear it. Now, you have the softest and the hardest, and of course you have middle. Soft, soft, middle, hard. So between these three, you have all the in-between gray areas, between the white and the black, and the gray in the middle, you have also all that. They call it dynamics, which of course the other two I showed you are also dynamics, but this is dynamics of crescendo, decrescendo, of going soft and louder. Yes, it's like a dim switch of lights. It's not just on and off, it's not just soft and hard, it's also the in-between. Yes, because I can play something always very hard, or soft. No, I'm not changing the sound on the camera. Or I could mix. So what we're doing there, even when we're soloing, we can play everything flat, 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 or of course I'm exaggerating the accent, but I want you to hear that the accents do make a difference, but we don't only have black and white, we have gray, and not only gray, what's in between everything as well. So try to think about these three things we talked about today, and try to think of all the things that you've learned until today on guitar that you can start applying all these beautiful new things and textures in the pieces you already know and just your own, because nobody can actually write down every single thing you do in a split of a second. 60% power, more on the bass, more on the tremble. And even if you do, it will be only the best musicians in the world that can translate it exactly. And those people most probably don't want to translate it exactly, if you get what I mean. Alright, so I hope I made sense, guys. This is something that I've seen people talk about, but not giving, from my opinion, a full explanation of really the dynamics that this instrument has. Andres Segovia, which is like the father of classical guitar, without that person we would not have classical guitar as a main instrument. It wasn't going to be recognized. And I love what in a documentary he says, having a guitar is like having all the instruments of an orchestra within little instruments inside the guitar. So little instruments of the orchestras stick inside here. But he didn't really mean that there are little instruments inside the guitar. He meant that you can make the guitar sound like a harp. You can make it sound like a bronze instrument, and you can make it have what's called pizzicato and different expressions. So having said that and all of this, I hope you get something out of this video, guys. Make sure you comment and rate, share the video with your friends, help more people get this message out. And once again, this is not my full-time job. Anything of amount of donation or sharing the video or liking the video or joining our Facebook group where there's thousands of guitar people just like you sharing their videos and learning and growing through each other. So I hope I see you there, or if not, on the next video, my guitar friend. Take care, God bless. Amen. Gypsy woman told my mama before I was born, she says you got a poor child coming, gonna be a son of a gun. I'm just messing around. Bye guys.